around Christmas time, we considered the fact that every man on this earth who is called to be a priest is called from the moment of his conception, whether he knows it or not. And that fact got me to thinking, if I could have one wish granted for a day, and this is definitely a vocation director's kind of wish, it would be that God make known in some visible way who he has called to the priesthood for one day. How would he make it visible? Well, I have some suggestions in case he wants suggestions. My first idea would be that those who are called to the priesthood would have the clothes they're wearing instantly turn black. Everyone else's would turn green or red or something. My second suggestion, divinely printed name tags would fall from the sky. And those who are called to be priests, their name would be preceded by the word Father. Well, my third suggestion would be that the smell of chrism oil would exude from the hands of those who are called to be priests for a 24-hour period, regardless of how many times they wash their hands. Now, however, I do worry about some of the possible consequences if my wish were granted. Wouldn't it be possible, or even likely, that a married man smell his hands and realize that he was called to be a priest? A call he never heard, or heard but didn't follow? Wouldn't it be possible that someone who is not even Catholic sees his own clothes turn black and realize that God wants him to be a priest, even if he doesn't know what that really means? If someone discovers that he is called to be a priest, but has already made a permanent vocational choice, marriage, for example, it doesn't necessarily mean that he won't be happy or that he can't get to heaven. But it does mean that he can't possibly be happy to the extent that God intended for him. If a boy or a single man in the Diocese of Dodge City woke up on that remarkable day and had a name tag waiting for him with Father preceding his name, clear proof of God's plan for his life, that may seem terrifying at first, especially if it's a surprise. And yet, who wouldn't want to be happy? Who wouldn't want to live a life of maximum fulfillment? On the contrary, I think many young men in our diocese would not be terrified, but thrilled and relieved to have such definite confirmation. They want to do God's will, but sometimes we struggle to know for sure what that is. Well, until my wish is granted, we'll have to rely on some less infallible methods. Prayer, spiritual direction, involvement in the parish, discernment retreats, seminary visits, things like that. In fact, if a young man does all of those, I'm pretty sure that he and I will have a good picture of whether the priesthood is God's plan for him. On second thought, that's probably a whole lot better. You know how those name tags, they always keep falling off.